That it definitely is light. That's for sure. Can I make that a bit more natural? Patches the rodeo clown has been murdered. Everyone close to Patches is a suspect, including a young rodeo star, a secretive promoter, a clueless judge, a beautiful rodeo queen, a fellow clown, and a suspicious animal veterinarian. The victim's ex-wife, Rosario, reaches out to you to uncover the truth. You'll need to investigate items found in Patch's trailer, analyze the witness statements, and piece together a timeline to determine who had the means, motive, and opportunity to kill the beloved rodeo clown. Do you have what it takes to hunt a killer? So you gotta figure it all out. You gotta get it all figured out from all these bits and baubles of evidence that they show here. And more. There's going to be a lot. We're gonna do that. I kind of want some, at least for you guys, just some like ambient music or something. So this is the mysterious music no copyright playlist from Power Music Factory. There's 85 videos.
I was at work when I heard that they had overturned Roe versus Wade, that decision to have an abortion will no longer be a woman's to make with her healthcare provider. It was a gut punch.
It's also one of two.
Donald Trump seems dedicated to taking us backwards.
That's pretty cool. Victorian ambience. You know what? Sure. This is fun. Welcome to Hunt a Killer, Rip at the Rodeo. It's a rodeo time. We're going crazy. Contained within this box are the key pieces of evidence you'll need to start solving the murder of Patches the Rodeo Clown. What a name. It's a good name. Who was killed during the latest Hawk Springs Rodeo? You will assume the role of a private investigator trying to uncover the truth about what really happened to Patches on the day he died. I'm shaking. Look at that. My hands are not keeping this steady at all. Along the way, you'll investigate suspects, string together clues, and crack a few codes to unravel the mystery and bring the killer to justice. Bring a killer to justice? Don't you bring the victim justice? Do you bring killers to justice? I don't know. Only one suspect will fit all three categories. So you need to find the means, the motive, and the opportunity. To accomplish this, you'll need to carefully read each of the documents in the box and online. So there is... I guess I can probably pull that up. Examine the items included as evidence and crack codes hiding key information. Okay. Hey, detective. Thanks for agreeing to help me figure out this case. The victim, although I hate to call him that, is my beloved ex-husband. His legal name was Sam Peterson, but his close friends and fans called him by his rodeo clown name, Patches. 2 weeks ago, on the last day of the Hawk Springs Rodeo, Patches died when a bull trampled him in the arena. That's a murder? That just seems pretty... It's a bull. Just when you arrest the bull in that situation, I guess. But maybe not. Maybe they have better things to do. His death was an awful shock, and I bet dollars to donuts it was no accident. Patches is usually a real pro, but that night he looked pretty out of it. I could say for certain that Patches didn't use drugs and never hit the bottle on the job. Something else fishy must have been going on. I know deep in my gut he was murdered, but I just don't know who did it. That's why I need you. A bull hit him. To get started, I sent you copies of all the official reports surrounding his death, things like witness statements and the autopsy and toxicology report. Those are always helpful, always cool. You'll definitely want to check those out, plus there might be some juicy stuff in the locked folders on the rodeo's main office computer. You can find them at hawkspringsrodeo.com using the password horse. It's always horse. They have the same password for both things. That seems a little stupid, not gonna lie. He's got a little castle. He's gonna enjoy his castle. Okay, so we can go to Hawk. Oh, it worked. Oh, what a world. Okay, so this right here, Kitty Castle. Yeah. Oh, now he's just chilling on the couch. So this right here is the website, and I don't know where the fuck to put it. So I'm just gonna put it right in front of my face for now. So password, believe it or not, guys, is horse. And here we are. But right now, I don't think there's anything here. There is a July calendar page. Wait, come back. Wait, hold. Oh, it's trying. It's still there. It's still there. It's just a little more. Please. Get there. Where'd he go? Hey, buddy, let's talk. How do I... That's over here. It's over here. If I just go, like... Alright, so... We got a July calendar page. Oh, look at that. It's an Oysters West Coast tour. From the 2nd to the 12th. That's a long time to be on tour. July. Yeah, it's July. Can't you tell? What does that say? Can I zoom in on this? Oh, I can zoom in on this. Cool. That's helpful. Blood tests. Horses and bulls strangled? He's gonna strangle the bulls? 230 patches, lower back, adjusted and given balm? What the fuck does that mean? How do I scroll to the side? Count oh, now it's blue. So the first thing I notice, let's look at our little box of evidence here. If I can just fucking make this work. We got some stuff. We have a little, I think this is like an obituary for Patches the Clown. Look at that guy. He wouldn't hurt a fly. He's just a guy. He doesn't really look like a clown type, you know? Gotta be honest. He looks more like the shooting bad people guy. Not that. I'm just gonna sprawl everything out on the table. He won't hurt a fly. He's gonna eat a wasp. Yeah, exactly. That's the good stuff. We have a little, oh, it's a heart ring. For his beloved. Now it is my beloved. Oh, I love it. I can't get it all the way down my finger or I'm going to break it. But I love it. Oh, thank you. I told you he wouldn't hurt a fly. He loves me. For who I am. And that's just fantastic. Thank you. Thank you, Patches. It's a shame you had to die before I got to meet you, but oh, I'll treasure this forever. Rodeo. This is the whole book. It's a whole book of stuff. Main events, side events, rodeo movers and shakers. Rodeo movers and what is that? What's a mover and a shaker? Dancers? Rodeo dancers? Do a little, like a square dance? That's cool. We have, looks like a poster. This is indeed a poster. Oh yeah, this looks nice. So we get a nice little, it's for the finals. Rodeo dancers. Yeah, rodeo dancers, you know, they're bucking and booking these Broncos. July 30th was gonna be a day of rodeo fun time. Take a looky. Let's go left to right. Rodeo queen closing ceremonies. I don't know what a rodeo queen is, but I guess I can be one with this ring. Steer wrestling, bareback riding, saddle bronc riding. I don't know what the fuck that. Escaramuza. Is that a type of horse? The fuck does that mean? Tie down roping, team roping, barrel racing, bull riding, prize awards, music concert. What other type of concert is there? Just a music concert. All right, sure. What is this? There's a lot of paper. There's a lot of paper. Okay, hold on. Horse, like the game of basketball. I get you. This is an email. This is an email. That's an email. That's also an email. They're making me read emails. I hate emails. Maybe this isn't an email. Signature witnessed by. Wait, what? Oh, these are interviews. These are witness statements. Okay, never mind. Not emails, guys. It's okay. They're not emails. It says it right up there. If I wasn't stupid, I wouldn't have gotten upset. Okay, that's cool. We have this. I'm not showing off, but I'm just saying I got something nice here. Oh, we got a medical record here. It says he was decadent. Very decadent man. That is a decadent guy. What is this? From the desk. Oh, it's stationary. And it says, where shall we knock boots next, Patches? S. Ooh, they're being saucy under the rodeo stand. And here's just a little map of the rodeo, I guess. This is his notebook, handwritten notebook. He had lunch with Rosario after she showed me some of her new horse tricks. That's pretty cool. Got a little notebook. Pretty nice. We get square. We got a square. Just kidding. Hold on. Hold. 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 A note. Hey. How's it going? You ain't seen nothing. You don't know nothing. Act like you do and I'll make you nothing. You understand that? This doesn't leave the stream. No one else knows about this. No one can know. No one can know anything. But yeah. Oh, okay. It's like a clothing store. It's a receipt for a booty call, but it's clothes. It's okay. They just got some ostrich skin boots and free boot customization. That's pretty cool. $400 for boots? That's a lot. That's a little much. These guys paid $376 for a pair. $374 for a pair of boots. I wouldn't do that. I'd spend it on a little nicer for somebody else. So this wasn't the square. This was also a square. The same size. Wait, no. One's a little smaller. Okay. $400. Oh. The patches. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. Thank you for the ring. I appreciate it. It was really nice. It was a good gesture. I really think you outdid yourself, pal. Bang. Yeah. Nice mustache. Oh, he moves. Oh, he comes out. Okay. Probably something written on it. If I had to guess, there's probably something written on it. But we're not done. For now, I'm just gonna have him here, just so we all understand what we're doing this for. There we go. It's okay, Paget. It's okay. What the fuck is this? Like an amp plug? Oh, it's a bowl. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I like that. It's got a little kangaroo. It's terrible. I'm scared. Why? The kangaroo? It's gonna hurt you? Are you afraid of marsupials? And they got a little box of clowning necessities. Rodeo palette. Is there gonna be makeup in here? It's only a 3-lock combination. I can probably just run through every possible option. We have everything we need. Is there anything written on the ring before I just leave it on forever? No, there is nothing written on the ring. I'm like 80% sure this is just for me. Thanks, sweetie. I feel like the witness statements are probably the best place to start, because we can piece together what happened from that, and then we can use some of this pile of evidence to just kind of go from there. This can all leave. Go away. Or you know, yeah. Keep this with you. It's like a little shrine. By the time we're done here, I'm gonna have a shrine for this man. Some son of a bitch murdered my patches. And I don't know how to get away with it. Hopefully this works. So their address and their phone number were blocked out, probably because they know I would show up and murder them for letting people do this to my poor patches. Christopher Hillman, you a real one for getting these for me. Thank you. August 3rd? That's fair, because this was a July calendar, so I guess that happened beforehand. Interview. Mrs. Garcia said that she was around the arena for most of the day, including her trick riding showcase at around 3 p.m., so she was also part of the rodeo. Miss Garcia spoke with the deceased, Mr. Peterson, at 4:59 p.m. After he died, she has powers like that. As he entered the arena for the bull ride event, Mrs. Garcia noted that the deceased seemed somewhat disoriented and out of it, but not intoxicated. Mr. Peterson had been on clown duty for the bull riding event. I wouldn't put a rodeo clown in charge of riding a bull. I'm going to say it. I feel like that's a misplay. And when Mr. Peterson had been on clown duty, and when the rider, Clay Carson, was thrown from the bull, Mr. Peterson stepped into the arena as per proper protocol. Wait, so instead of the rider getting mauled to death by the bull, you throw the clown in to deal with it instead? That's awesome. That's funny. Ms. Garcia noticed him stumbling upon entering, and according to Mrs. Garcia, the deceased appeared to have difficulties staying upright but remained vocal and called out for the bull's attention. The bull charged Mr. Peterson, but he appeared unable to move and took the charge. The bull, still enraged, used its horns to gore and puncture Mr. Peters. The backup clown, Charlie Chuckwagon Collins, what a great name, entered the ring immediately, but by the time the bull had shifted its attention to Collins, Mr. Peterson was already fatally injured. Mrs. Garcia accompanied Mr. Peterson in the ambulance to the hospital where he was pronounced dead the same day on July 30th. I fucking did this. Okay, so from this blank statement that we understand now, that is it supposed to? It is just a little blurry. It's just a little blurry. Blurry printed. Maybe that's for realism. Man got mowed down by a bull. Dude fucking took the brunt of it. On the back, we have none other than Dr. Gareth Doc Burton. And I don't know who the fuck that is. Oh, it tells me right up there. Dr. Burton serves as the rodeo veterinarian for the animals as well as the makeshift doctor for the cowboys for their aches and pains and minor injuries. Because why afford an actual doctor when you can go to a veterinarian? They did it in Breaking Bad. Or they did it in Better Call Saul. They can do it in the movies here. Dr. Burton said he saw Mr. Peterson about his injured back on July 13th, offered him pain pills, but Peterson said he'll tough it out by only using muscle spray and ointment. We don't have any ointment today, which is a shame. During the rodeo, Dr. Burton performs multiple checkups on all the participating animals in their stables to look for signs of injury, agitation, and other maladies, just in case they snuck in a partner for the night, I guess, because chickens can do that. Dr. Burton was not present at the time of Mr. Peterson's incident in the ring on July 30th, but was instead tending to a horse with a sprain in the stables around 3 p.m. He spoke with Mr. Goggins around 4:30 by the stables. Dr. Burton said that he did it, and he will be going to jail for the rest of his life now because he did it. That's what it said. I can believe him. The rest of the stables, good. At 5 p.m., Dr. Burton was in his office doing his daily meds inventory when he was notified of Mr. Peterson's incident. Dr. Burton rushed from his office to the arena to be of any help, but the ambulance had already arrived and paramedics were tending to Mr. Peterson's injuries before transporting him to the hospital where he fucking died. So sad. So he said his back hurt. So he's his poor back. I mean, he's carrying this whole show on his back. So I can see why. He was a perfect clown. He was perfect. He's everything I've wanted to be. So again, Christopher Hillman. Christopher Hillman is freaking tearing up these interviews. Unprompted, Miss Hurst gave a full account of her day leading up to the incident. So what, she just showed up at the police headquarters and told them, I was born on a Tuesday, and 3 weeks from then, he was dead. Here's what happened. She woke early that morning to prepare for the crowning of the rodeo queen, sometime around 7 a.m. I guess she was the rodeo queen. She prepared in the personal trailer shared with her husband, rodeo official Bob Hurst, and then left for coffee at 8:35 a.m. while her husband continued to sleep. She saw Mr. Peterson and spoke to him briefly and noticed nothing out of the ordinary in his behavior. So presumably, whatever happened to him happened that day then, I guess. She returned to her trailer before 9 a.m. Mrs. Hurst remained in the trailer until she left with Mr. Hurst to go to the main staging area of the rodeo and await the Queen crowning event scheduled for 1 p.m. Mrs. Hurst was the winner of the event and given her crown and sash by her husband. She could also see Mr. Peterson in the arena applauding her victory. Good. He's a good man. He's a good man and appreciates good people. As rodeo queen, her duty was then to preside over the final rodeo events, and she remained in her seats in the stand until around 1:30 p.m., where she returned briefly to her trailer to refill her vape pen. Ooh. Okay. Here, Miss Hurst launched into a long rant about the quality and the security of the Hawk Springs trailers. Mrs. Hurst believes that someone had entered her trailer sometime while she was away, as she was missing a highly valuable to her, if actually appraised, bottle of liquid nicotine that she used to mix with her homemade strawberry milk flavored vape juice for her secret recipe. I didn't know you could just mix that. I thought that was like a thing that came in like a medically sealed package or something. I don't know. Where the fuck is the next thing? Mrs. Hurst hesitated in mentioning this, but she eventually admitted to having another noteworthy interaction with Mr. Peterson. At 4:30 p.m., Miss Hurst said that she was part of a very awkward public argument between her husband and Mr. Peterson. Mr. Hurst accused Mr. Peterson of having a romantic affair with her. So this is them, Sally, in question. Okay. Returning to the issue at hand, Miss Hurst said that she observed the entire incident from where Mr. Peterson had been fatally injured from her seat in the front of the stands. From her vantage point shortly after 5 p.m., she saw the bull rider, Clay Carson, get thrown from the bull. We're just throwing shade at this man. Like, this fucking idiot couldn't stay on the bull, and now this man is dead. We blame Clay Carson. He was clearly the actual man in charge here. He got thrown from the bull, and Mr. Peterson stepped out to get his attention. She remarked that Mr. Peterson seemed to stumble a bit while the bull approached, and that he did not seem capable of avoiding it. The bull then charged Mr. Peterson. At this point, Miss Hurst looked away, afraid to see him get injured. Hey, he didn't get injured. He just died. Okay, he's dead. It's not too bad. Her dog, Fancy, broke free of Mr. Hurst's grasp and ran into the arena to bark at the bull. But Mr. Carson managed to grab the dog before the bull could react. After the bull was herded back into the corral, the Golden Corral, where they got to eat delicious blooming onions, Mr. Carson gave Mrs. Hurst back her dog. Okay. So what, did the dog plant something on the body? Why make that point? On-site first aid professionals were waiting near the arena and attempted to treat Mr. Peterson while waiting for the ambulance to arrive. Mrs. Hurst left the scene entirely as the ambulance arrived, saying she couldn't deal with the situation and had to remove herself. So what the fuck did we learn from that? Okay, so she had some liquid nicotine go missing, so maybe that poisoned this beautiful man at some point in his life. I don't know. And then Mr. Hurst was really mad at the guy, at Mr. Peterson. The day of the incident at 4:30 p.m., Mr. Hurst admits to having a brief argument with Mr. Peterson. He said I'm out here. He said he wanted to come clean about the public argument because it was observed by multiple witnesses, and he didn't... I keep almost grabbing it. He didn't want to look like he was hiding anything. So that's the only reason he's here today. He just wants to clear his name, which is already kind of suspicious. Right before the incident, Mr. Hurst said he took his beloved dog Fancy on a quick walk by the arena stands so that the dog could relieve herself. That means pee. Possibly even poop. Mr. Hurst said that his Chihuahua had many special caretaking needs, which had to be met immediately and could not be postponed for any reason without risking her health. So taking a shit. She needs to take a shit at 4:17 p.m. every day, or she's gonna get heart disease. Okay, understood. Mr. Hurst continued to list Fancy's many medical and emotional issues at length without prompting. He mumbled something about Fancy being a better companion to him than his wife. Good dog. That's what a good dog will do, you know? Mr. Hurst was one of the judges present for the bull riding finals when Mr. Peterson entered the arena. Mr. Hurst witnessed the first bull rider, again, Clay Carson, get thrown from the bull. What a fucking idiot. What a loser. What kind of an idiot falls off a bull? Supposed to ride the bull, dumbass. And Mr. Peterson waved his arms to get the bull's attention. Mr. Hurst said Mr. Peterson looked like he was doing his comedy routine by standing haphazardly towards the bull. When the bull charged Mr. Peterson, I apologize for constantly blurring. When the bull charged Mr. Peterson, he did not get out of the way in time and was injured. Injured is a strong word for murdered. Mr. Peterson was already lying on the ground with the obviously agitated bull circling him and the backup clown, Charlie Chuckwagon Collins, again, great name, attempted to intervene alongside Clay Carson, as well as other nearby rodeo staff. Even Fancy the Chihuahua tried to play hero and broke free of Mr. Hurst, ran into the arena, and barked at the angry bull. This tiny-ass dog barking at a bull? It's a pretty big Chihuahua move. I can see that. I'm surprised it didn't also get trampled. Mr. Carson grabbed the dog before the bull could hurt the dog. That explains it. So Carson could save something. I couldn't save my beautiful man in the corner here. Mr. Hurst then called 911 to request an ambulance. Note, call verified by EMS. What the fuck is EMS? Emergency Medical System. Maybe. I have no idea. Mr. Hurst then, as per proper procedure, took over the PA system to request that everyone in the audience get the fuck out. Oh, no, never mind. Actually, remain in their seats until the paramedics were able to enter the arena and retrieve Mr. Peterson. So they all had to sit there and look at this dead clown. Maybe as long as part of the act, you know? Maybe the ambulance is gonna come and there's gonna be like fucking 80 ambulance workers coming out of it. It's gonna be like an ambulance, like a little fucking clown ambulance. That could have been nice. Maybe. Where the hell was I? Mr. Collins, with help from the rest of the rodeo staff, successfully got the bull back into the corral where they ate onions. Mr. Carson handled Fancy the dog back to Mrs. Hurst's care. Back to? But they broke free from Mr. Hurst, only to give them back to Mrs. Hurst? That doesn't make any sense. Mr. Hurst left the arena to wait for the ambulance to arrive and helped direct them to Mr. Peterson, as if it wasn't obvious that there was a dead man on the floor. Mr. Hurst left the arena to wait for the ambulance to arrive. Alright, I read that already. After the ambulance's departure, Mr. Hurst instructed the audience to calmly leave the arena, which I'm sure they did. I'm sure they left so damn calmly that they all just died right then and there. Okay, so what did we get from that? There was an argument. He didn't say what the argument was about at all in the statement here, despite him saying he wanted to discuss it and come clean. He didn't mention it at all. He just said there was an argument. Didn't. Okay. Well, we know he cheated on his wife. Well, maybe. Well, no. We know that his wife cheated on him with Hunk McGee over here. I do kind of. It does link up with whatever this was, right? Like, bleh. From the desk of Fancy the dog. That's their dog. Where shall we knock boots next? Patches signed S. Their name's Sally. It's probably from her. I don't see anyone else with an S name here. Clearly they're having their fun time. But now let's hear from the big man himself, the big fucking idiot who ruined everything, Clay Carson. This bastard is the reason he's dead. Mr. Carson said the day of July 30th leading up to the incident was fairly tame. Though he didn't mention that he overheard, he did mention that he overheard Mr. and Mrs. Hurst having an argument around 3 p.m. in their trailer. Then around 4:15 p.m., Mr. Carson saw Mr. and Mrs. Hurst arguing with Mr. Peterson in what appeared to be a domestic dispute. With Mr. Peterson, of course. I don't know how that works domestically, but I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Afterwards, Mr. Carson saw Peterson on his way to the clown preparation trailer. That's the goal of mine now, to go into a clown preparation trailer. That sounds awesome. At 4:30 p.m., Mr. Carson wished Mr. Peterson good luck on the final event as Mr. Peterson was entering his trailer and noticed that he was in good spirits even after the argument with Mr. Hurst, but did not see any signs of intoxication or impairment. So he was fine from 4:30 then. So he was basically fine until he was mauled to the ground. So something happened to him very, very last second. Mr. Carson was competing rider. Mr. Carson was the competing rider. Is there another one? On the bull at the time of the incident, Mr. Carson said that when he was flung from the bull, because again he did, he landed hard on the ground and had difficulty catching his breath while on the ground. When he could stand, he saw the bull was charging directly at Mr. Peterson, who was in the arena to perform his duty and distract the animal. Man, what a horrible fucking career choice. Go wave off this animal and possibly, and apparently in this case, really die. Just so a dumbass who fell off of him can get up and run away. What a weird job. From his vantage point behind the bull, Mr. Carson could not see Mr. Peterson well and did not see anything that would have prevented him from moving out of the way. Mr. Carson saw the impact force Mr. Peterson towards the arena wall and then to the ground. Did not see anything that would have prevented him from moving out of the way, so he just notes that he didn't move because he was an idiot. Against proper judgment, Mr. Carson attempted to call the attention of the bull with the backup clown, Charlie Chuckwagon Collins, had already done so himself. Together the two were able to return the bull to its pen. Mr. Carson also grabbed Fancy the Chihuahua, who had run in the arena to bark at the bull. Mr. Carson then rushed to Mr. Peterson's side and saw the severe damage the bull had done to him. This upset him greatly, and he exited the arena. He didn't stay in the arena. He didn't go to proper protocol. He didn't follow proper protocol. We can arrest him off that alone. Okay, so from 4:30, he was fine, and the incident happened at what time exactly? I forget exactly what time. At 4:59. So from 5. So there's like a half-hour window where he was intoxicated by something, presumably that vape juice thing, whatever the fuck, how that works. What about Charlie Chuckwagon Collins? Yeah, it's me. I'm Charlie Chuckwagon Collins speaking. Mr. Collins, that's me. Said that he spoke to Mr. Peterson shortly before the event leading to his fatality. The two shared a trailer where they were prepared for the clown duties in between rodeo events. Mr. Collins said, though Mr. Peterson seemed intoxicated, but did not comment to him directly. At this point, for a proper protocol, Mr. Collins should have stepped in and assured himself of his colleague's sobriety and ability to prevent him from stepping into the arena if he could not do so. That's part of protocol? Like, you're just told, like, hey, you're in charge of keeping yourself alive, but also making sure that guy stays alive. I guess that's kind of fair. But I feel like that's like page 37, part B, fine print. Like, you're in charge of your own safety, and then, like, in the smallest writing, you know, like a magnifying glass for, like, oh, you're actually also in charge of your other guy, and if he fucking falls fatal, then you're also legally responsible because you didn't see he was okay. You're an idiot. Which is just, it's a weird choice. During the incident, Mr. Collins was watching the event. Since it was the final event of the rodeo. And, oh, that was me. And he was watching. Focus. Watching from the wings of the arena. After hearing the crowd's reaction to Mr. Peterson taking the bull's charge, Mr. Collins rushed inside to assist. Arriving to see Mr. Peterson already on the ground, Mr. Collins attempted to catch the attention of the rampaging animal by throwing his own cowboy boot at the bull. The bull quickly rushed Mr. Collins, who was fortunately able to, with the assistance of the pickup men and other rodeo staff, return the animal to its pen without injuring anyone else. Cool. So all he knows is that he was intoxicated shortly before he got into the stable. He got into the dome, the Thunderdome, or as he calls it, the clown event, the clown wagon, the trailer, the clown preparation trailer. So he was intoxicated, but he would have had to get intoxicated before he went in there. But then the other guy's saying he wasn't. Mr. Collins said that he spoke to Mr. Peterson shortly before he was in the trailer. He seemed intoxicated, but did not comment to him directly. So he seemed intoxicated going into the trailer, but Clay Carson is a liar. Or he's lying. One of them is lying. Because it says he was not intoxicated at all by 4:30 when he was making his way there. So he must have been intoxicated on his way to the place, which is a weird place to get intoxicated. But hey, who do I know? You know who I know? Lee Kangaroo Jack Goggins. That's who I know. Who the fuck is this? The last time Mr. Goggins spoke with Mr. Peterson was the day prior to the accident. The two ate a meal together, and Mr. Peterson was apparently sober and in a decent mood. The two spoke of nothing of consequence, and the two returned to their respective trailers afterwards. So they ate a meal together. Mr. Goggins spent much of the day attending the rodeo events in the arena, or checking on animals in the stables. Mr. Goggins was not present at the scene during the incident with the bull and Mr. Peterson, but could hear people screaming for help from the office trailer where he was working. He was rushed over to see what the problem was, and he found Bob Hurst. Mr. Peterson was injured. Mr. Goggins also brought up the recent theft of $100,000 in rodeo prize money and wondered when the police would find and arrest the thief. I told him they weren't in charge of that particular case. So he doesn't give a shit that my man over here was murdered. He just cares that there was a lot of money stolen. Well, I guess... Ah, no, my shrine. Beautiful man. You know what? Let's before we look at this, let's read the obituary. Maybe the obituary has some extra little things that I don't know about. Patches the rodeo clown, remembered. So true. So true, I remember him. By Wyoming Free Press staff writers. This was free. We couldn't have sprung for like a big, like 2 full yellow book page obituary. Come on. He deserves better. We lost a legendary rodeo clown this summer when Patches the rodeo clown died tragically at the Hawk Springs Rodeo on July 30th. Love this man. Love this guy. The beloved performer was trampled by an angry bull during the last rodeo event of the day. According to the officials, Wyoming native Patches the Rodeo Clown, legally known as Sam Peterson, is survived by his ex-wife, trick rider. What? Yeah, I don't know what "is survived by" means at all. Peterson was more than just a rodeo clown. When he started his career as a young boy, he quickly moved up the rodeo ranks as a bull and bronc riding star athlete. He broke records every year as he remained one of the only cowboys to ride both bulls and broncs. Horses, often winning the all-around cowboy title. Tragedy struck during his younger years while Peterson was at the height of his rodeo career during the annual July 4th National Rodeo Finals in Las Vegas. Oh, Las Vegas, you don't say. What a great place to be. When riding the notorious bull Beelzebub, everyone knows Beelzebub, fuck that guy, he was thrown off the bull, ripping off his right thumb and breaking 4 ribs in the process. Ah! Ow, I hate that. Why? Are you okay, dude? Shit. No wonder why his thumb's not in the picture. You only got one. I'll live on your legacy. He never healed properly from the accident, I believe that, and he decided to retire from rodeo competition. Oh yeah, he probably went to the fucking veterinarian who said, hey man, when dogs break ribs, I just put them down. I ain't putting you down. Go die in the corner or something. After the incident, Peterson decided to take on the moniker of Patches and become a rodeo clown. He managed to pivot his career, and this time he was saving lives. As a rodeo clown, Peterson did more than entertain. As part of his act, he would run around the arena distracting angry bulls or broncs while the cowboy riders were whisked away by pickup men to safety. But why did it have to be a clown? I guess just to make it a show. I can't just be a guy in like a fireman's outfit like, stop, bulls! You know, it has to be part of the show, which I guess fair, I guess. Let me see. Sadly, even though Peterson helped save many cowboys from deadly injuries over the course of his clown career, he wasn't able to save himself from the same fate. On the last day of July's Hawk Spring Rodeo, Peterson was trampled by a bull in the arena and died shortly thereafter in the ambulance as the paramedics tried to keep him stable. He said he was fatally injured beforehand, though, so I don't know what that's talking about. Well, Miss Patches, rodeo star Clay Carson said. I thought we were the ones in danger, not him. Never would have thought it would end like this. What do you mean you thought you were the ones in danger? That's a man basically just going, hey, look at this red cape. You want to fucking bam me in the face? I bet. With rodeo competitors often raking in hundreds of thousands of dollars in winnings. Really? That's a lot. I mean, it's $100,000 for winning a rodeo. That's a fucking ton of money. But whenever there's a sporting event with a big payout, there's always the threat of corruption. Wyoming's own Hawk Springs Rodeo is hugely popular among fans and also has a reputation for attracting the best cowboy competitors to the arena every summer. But lately, the rodeo has gotten another more notorious reputation. Last May, the National Rodeo Association called for an investigation over allegations of gambling, event fixing, and animal drugging. With the help from the local police and forensic specialists, the investigation took over a year and statements from over 50 former employees, competitors, judges, rodeo promoters, and producers. The investigation is ongoing and no arrests have been made to date. Well, I know there's a lot of gambling that goes out there during the rodeo, a source who asked to remain anonymous said on Wednesday. Everybody does it, so no one thinks twice about it. But one thing is where am I? One thing none of us who work at the rodeo condone is animal dosing. These animals go through well enough as it is. They don't need to be exposed to drugs as well, like nicotine. Hey, maybe someone thought he was a horse. He's probably pretty. I'm gonna hold off on my. I'll stop with it pretty. It's pretty. There have also been allegations that competitors are illegally buying painkillers at the rodeo to deal with all the aches and pains that come with the job. How do you illegally buy painkillers? You just go to your doctor and say, hey, I have pains and also some aches. Can I get some painkillers? And they'll probably say yes. I don't know why they would say no. It's their job to give that to you. But fair enough. There was also a mysterious theft of $100,000 in rodeo prizes from Hawk Springs rodeo promoter Lee Goggins' office on July 1st. The police had no comment about the theft other than they are still investigating the crime. The investigation into the other alleged illegal activities at the rodeo is also ongoing. We will continue to follow this investigation as new information is released. For this article, the Wyoming Free Press made numerous requests for commenting from Goggins. As of printing this, he's not yet responded. Good luck getting anyone to go on record talking about illegal drugs, animal dosing, and gambling, another rodeo employee who wished to remain nameless said. Rodeos are full of villains as they are heroes. Some people will do anything to make a quick buck, even if it hurts a rodeo in the long run. Okay. So, someone's stealing money. Someone's murdering my boy. I don't know why there's little faces. Like, there's little faces on some of these. I don't quite get why. But the last thing he would have been doing is the barrel racing finals. That's before the bull riding finals. Whatever the fuck that does. Whatever the barrel racing is. Why are there faces? I don't see a code or like a word or anything else weird written on it. There's an estimated 1921, which is when the rodeo started. But these, I think, are the actually important bits of the thing, which is fair. While we have some of this kind of actually in our mind, let's go back to Mr. This, because I am kind of curious as to what the hell the deal with half of this shit is. There's oysters. There's oysters involved. All I know is there's oysters. Counted inventory. Inventory seemed good on the 24th. Rodeo day 3 started. House call. Horse sprain leg check. It was fine. Last round in stables was good. Count meds inventory was good. Post checkups, transportation, everything looks good. So what the fuck happened here? Well, there are some other documents here. There's like some hints about how we can find these documents. So world's best band. That could be anybody. The Beatles is pretty good. Rush is great. Plus my day of birth. So his day of birth is the 9th. So we know that. Lee's is his post-retirement pet. So we need to find what his pet is. And Bob's is my favorite girl plus hot sauce. That is a weird combination. This, I think, is it's the program listing stuff. Okay. Tip Top Terrence, there's lots of ads in here. Plenty of ads for things that don't exist. Like, your taste buds are in for a heck of a ride. Bob's Spicy Saddle. Oh, that's pretty nice. That's pretty good. Secret ingredients are special ghost pepper, only grown in cowboy country. Does that mean that's his favorite hot sauce? Maybe. Bunch of stuff just going over what's happening on these days. If you ever wanted to know what it's like to ride a jackhammer, 8 seconds, kind of just goes over what everything is. I'm just kind of looking for more like possible like notes or clues or something. These are all the people. I see. So this is probably the actually important bit. So the movers and shakers are actually the people in charge of doing all this. So we have Lee Goggins, who's the operations manager. Patches is rodeo clown. Chuck Wagon. Look at Chuck Wagon. He's just a dude. Dude's like a chef, but he's also a clown. So there's a little bit more information about everybody, and then it also shows the boots that they bought in an ad. He looked at his own listing and said, "Ooh, those are nice boots." I thought this was. Okay, so I'm going to read a little bit more about these guys. So Lee Goggins. Without Lee, this rodeo would not be possible every year. He keeps the events running smoothly, as well as making sure the animals are well taken care of in the stables when they're not giving the cowboys a run for their money. Lee has been running rodeos for almost 4 decades, and he knows plenty about rodeos. He's not only a bit of a legend, he's also pretty easy to spot, as he always wears his signature ostrich skin cowboy boots and his bolo tie. Hey. I think we have his tie. It looks sick. I mean, obviously, I can just keep this afterwards. So I might just, this is nice. I don't understand the point of a bolo tie. I've never understood them. So if you see the dapper cowboy, you know what? You know what? He gone. No. Well, I may be gone, but someone else is here. Someone else is here to really solve this mystery. So I don't know how to wear one of these fucking ties. This feels wrong, but it also feels exactly correct. It's basically just a necklace for me. There we go. There we go. Perfect. This is exactly how you're supposed to wear one of these. Don't tell me otherwise. All right. I'm ready. He's known for his on-ostrich skin boots, so just pretend a little bit. Look at me. Look at him. Look at me. Look at him. Look at me. Look at me. Same birds. Exactly. So, if you've been to any rodeo in the past 20 years, you've seen beloved clown in action. How old is he? How old are you? The clown makeup does wonders, man. This is some of his words, so they hurt to say, but I'll say them. I love being a clown because I can protect cowboys and get one heck of an adrenaline rush at the same time, Patches says. I wouldn't want to be doing anything else. Rodeo clowning is in my blood. With a mustache like that, I don't believe him. And then you have Chuck, the funny man, rodeo clown. He looks like Chef Boyardee, but he's wearing like a leather jacket. He does not look like a rodeo clown, I'm going to be honest. I'll read it here. Chuck Wagon has been entertaining audiences with his cowboy chef. Oh, he is a chef. His cowboy chef persona in the ring. He distracts angry bulls and horses by pretending to cook up a meal and complete with a chef's hat, a comically large whisk, and a frying pan. He may not be a 5-star chef, but he keeps the cowboys safe with his hilarious Chuck Wagon chef act. I'm the only rodeo clown who dares to wear an apron and wave a whisk at an angry bull, Charlie says. Very true. No one else is stupid when they understand they're working for cowboys. Rosario, this is his ex-wife, who's also the leader of the Mike Ehrmantraut gang, or whatever these guys are. Sally Hurst, reigning rodeo queen. They named her the rodeo queen before she was even the rodeo queen, which is very confusing because I thought she had to compete for that, but I guess not. And there's her husband. There's her husband, Bob. He looks like a friendly guy. Definitely wouldn't murder a single person. Bob has been judging rodeo events for over 20 years with his beloved Chihuahua Fancy always at his side. Man, that's an old Chihuahua. But hey, Fancy's just a cool dude. Before he sat in the powerful judge's seat, he was a record-breaking saddle bronc and bareback rider, so he knows a thing or two about technique. When he's not judging events, he's out promoting his award-winning condiment, Bob's Spicy Saddle Hot Sauce. If there's one thing I love more than judging rodeo events, Bob says, it's chowing down on his ribs talking my Spicy Saddle Hot Sauce. Okay. When Doc isn't busy fixing injuries, he's playing the banjo in his bluegrass band, Rocky Mountain Oysters. That's fan-fucking-tastic. Honk! Hello! Yeehaw, cowboy. How's it going? Well, there's been a murder. Oh, yeah, let's go back to the murder case here, because we see Bob's. It says password, no spaces, hint, my favorite girl plus hot sauce. So plus hot sauce. His favorite, I'm assuming, is this talking about Bob himself? Is this Bob's personal folder? If this is his folder, his favorite sauce is clearly his Spicy Saddle Hot Sauce. And I don't know if that's going to be the entire thing. And then his password is his favorite girl. I'm going to assume that's either his dog or his wife. I'm going to go with dog because I don't want that to be his wife because that would be kind of sad. So his favorite girl is no spaces. Their name's Fancy. And then they want me to put the whole fucking thing in here? Okay, well, I'll put the whole fucking thing in here. Spicy Saddle Hot Sauce. This is a big password. Long password. Is it right? It is! Let me get some photos. So we've uncovered a little bit more. He's dead. He's dead. This guy is dead. There is still some other, just notes in from the box. But for now, I want to see what these photos are. I really hope there's nothing too raunchy. We're gonna find out. Photo 1. Okay. It's not a horse's penis. That's good. It's a good start. How about photo 2? Photo 2. We have. Is this the same horse? Hard to say. He almost looks like he doesn't belong there. I'm sure one of these pictures is actually gonna have something pretty revealing. Oh, these are time frames. So this one was taken on the 24th at 11:15. This one was the 24th at 12:13. Who takes pictures of a horse? I'm assuming it's the same horse because of that little mark there. Took one photo and then a second photo an hour later. That's kind of weird. That is kind of weird. Photo 3! This is 1507. I don't know who that is. Judging by the pictures that I have that show me what these guys look like, it could be anybody. Photo 4. What is that's his nose. That's his schnoz. That's the next day again. He's got a big old nose. What a guy. Photo 5 is some things are happening. This is a really confusing picture. The 27th, this is a couple days after that first picture. At 3:09, two scallywags are getting together and having themselves a good fun time. Clown makeouts, maybe. Ostrich cowboy boots, which he apparently spent like $400 on. But he also, he put his initials on the side of the boot. So LG, if we see LG on the heel of the boot, we know those are his boots. That's actually pretty good information to know. I wish I read that sooner. So I don't see an LG written on either of these people's boot heels. But maybe the last one will actually tell me. It's of their boots. And would you look at that? Would you look at that? There's a little LG on there. So this is him, but this is a different day. These are different boots, and it's a different day entirely. So this doesn't matter at all. I don't know who this is. Probably just Patches and Sally having their own kick butt time. But this is him. This is the owner of the rodeo, Lee Goggins, with a syringe in the horse's stable, and he's got a little. He's being a little silly with it. And this is the same day. Oh, this is the same day. Okay, so this was 3:30, the day of the incident. But this is an hour before anything even happened. The tie-down roping finals, it happened during that. So, but it's also for a horse, and he was killed by a bull. So I don't even know what this is here for. But we know he's doing something pretty suspicious. No, his band, I assume, is his band. I assume the world's best band is his band, which is the Rocky Mountain Oysters. So Rocky, I didn't spell that right. Rocky, I don't know how to spell. Rocky Mountain. I definitely keep hitting multiple keys at the same time. Rocky Mountain Oysters. So we have that much. We have that much. But I don't know what his date of birth is. This might be his computer then. Those are bull balls. What? Where? Where? There's bull balls here? Where? Rocky Mountain. Oh, yeah, right. Oh, I forgot about that. That's so true. So his band is called Bull Testicles. I like that. But he is part of the band, and this is outlining his tour. So I can only assume this calendar is for the doc. Oysters. Fuck, did I hit it? Oh, I just gotta go for it. Would it be 9 or 09? I'm gonna go 09. Hey! There we go. So we have a few more things. We have 5 other things, like a notepad text. July 9th, his birthday. This is his birthday. It's Dr. Doc Gareth Burton's birthday. What a great day for him. Sally had rash burn from a liquid nicotine spill. Treated in time, recommended steroid cream for rash. Further warned Sally of the danger of making her own vape juice blend using liquid nicotine. Right, yeah, so the rodeo queen makes their own special strawberry vape juice because they just do that, I guess. She said that it got stolen though, she said it got stolen, but now it's saying that it was just spilled. I'm trying to read another thingy. Well, this is all the same day. So that day her vape juice got stolen. So I guess the doctor knows that she has that. Inventory count. Oh, there was short stuff. There were short 5 liquid steroids. Seems to be some missing items. Contact supplier to double check. Box was retaped. So someone probably took steroids out and put them in to some animals. Pre-rodeo checkups with animals at the stables. I guess they all seemed fine. Rodeo day 1. Lunchtime around this evening. Just, normal stuff. 1 p.m. was a house call. 3 p.m. was a horse sprain leg check. 4:30 p.m. stopped Lee as he walked out of my stables to tell him I was worried my vet beds aren't as secure in my trailer office as I hoped, which is pretty fair, because I think was that the same day? Like, if I go back to photo 6, this was the day that it happened, July 30th. It was the last day of the rodeo, right? Yeah, July 30th. He walked out of the stables an hour after drugging him? That doesn't seem very right, so I don't know if I believe that. But he was doing it. 5 p.m. Count animal meds inventory short liquid ketamine 1. Seemed odd since I wasn't missing this before Clay meeting. Which was when? When did you meet with Clay? They never said he met with Clay. Who knows? And then last animal checkup, transportation inspections, yada yada. He died. He died somewhere around here. So I don't think the doc would have done any of the drugging. But also, they took ketamine. So they probably took the ketamine and blasted it into patches at some point. Oh, there's text messages. Hey Doc, it's Clay. I was talking to Charlie and he said you might be able to help me with something.
Baby, what do you need? Charlie says a lot of this stuff.
He says he got some like good medicine for like injuries and stuff.
Are you injured?
No, sorry, they're not for me. Spelled it wrong as well.
We can talk tomorrow. I'll come by yours at 1.
Okay, so 1 o'clock was that when he said house call. So at 1 p.m. he wasn't missing any drugs. But then at 5 o'clock he was missing drugs. So there's a small window there. Charlie? Oofrey?
Oofrey.
Yeah, I'm Oofrey. Already? I lost a bunch, and the pain's only getting worse. It ain't good for you to be taking that much. Don't I know it? How about 550? What is any of this? I don't understand what the hell's happened. I lost a bunch, and the pain's only getting worse. Don't take so much. I'm assuming I mean pain meds. How about 550? Well, I don't know what 550 means. Keep going like that, and you do yourself in. Want to bet? I ain't a gambler, just a salesman. 550. Come by after lunch. Is that like a dosage? Is that a dosage of pain medicine? Does it say somewhere here 550? So I can understand what that means? I have no idea. Probably a dose. Bob.
Come by the trailer.
Who's Bob? Bob is the husband. Strang question, but do you got sex pills? Strang question, but do you got sex pills? Sex pills? You know, if an older bull was having trouble mating, you could give him some to put some pep in his step. You don't want to breed a bull that old. Offspring could have health issues. I'm just saying, if he wanted to do, you got something for him? Maybe the bull should try some marriage counseling before they start medicating. Damn, Bob, you're getting owned. And new guy Clay, too. Come by the stables tonight and we'll see. Doc, I'm freaking out. I shouldn't have given him those pills. He didn't want to take them. Oh my god, I'm a killer. He took them right before he went out. I don't think that was it. I gave him the damn pills. Did you give him as many after you saw me? No, right before the damn bull ride. Should I tell the sheriff? Should I turn myself in? I can't live with this. I killed my own dad. No, do not tell the sheriff. If you gave him those pills right before the event, there's no way they could have taken effect by the accident. Takes at least an hour unless you saw him huff him up his nose. No, he just took them regular. Okay. Maybe the pills were laced. Maybe. But also, from the looks of it, it seems the pills had nothing to do with it. Because he's saying the pills wouldn't have taken effect by then, so he was probably poisoned still even before that happened. But also, Clay says he killed his own dad. Is Clay the son of Patches? They didn't make that very clear. He just said he was a new guy. I didn't know they were related at all. Smoothly stables, money, known for plenty of rodeos. One of these days, he's gonna go to Australia, retire on a big ranch of his own. It doesn't say he has a post-retirement pet at all. Post-retirement pet. Is that like a plan? He wants to go to Australia. I'm gonna type in Australia. Australia. That's not it. Okay. I have no idea. His post-retirement pet. It says after retirement, he's gonna leave the rodeo biz, move to Australia, retire on a big ranch of his own. It's not a pet. What kind of pet is that? Who owns a pet that's in Australia? Kangaroo. Maybe you'll just own a kangaroo. Oh. Alright, sure. I don't... yeah, I deserve this. Yeah. Yeah, nothing like a couple of little hops and jumps. The tracking PDF. Let's read that. I mean, I guess it makes sense. His theme is very kangaroo, if it's not obvious from his little bolo tie. Dude likes kangaroos, so it makes sense, I guess. Can I crack this? No, it's just a picture. It's just a picture. That makes sense. July 22nd. Oh no, July 15th, shipping information. It got to Albuquerque. Still at Albuquerque. Still at Albuquerque. And then it made its way to Wyoming. So you might have taken something out. So let's see. So there was 4 of those things. The ketamine, there was 5. 24.85. That's just money. Yeah, that's a lot of money. The following are common medications for large animals used in rodeo events, not for human consumption. If swallowed, seek medical attention immediately. So they probably would have. So maybe this is where those pills come into the table. Are there, what kind of pills are for like pain stuff? Average painkiller for large animals. Available in both pill and liquid form is a pill. It's a yellow round tablet with an M355 imprinted on it, but it's mostly used in liquid form. Increases risk of fatal heart attacks and strokes. Maybe someone mixed the pills. Maybe. To similar fact, they also cause intestinal bleeding, which can be fatal. Where's the ketamine? Here we go. Ketamine is used as an anesthetic medicine in veterinary science. It is injected in liquid form on horses, cattle, and other large animals. Ketamine at 5 milligrams per kilogram is given via injection for surgical procedures in horses under field conditions. If taken by humans, it can produce hallucinatory similarity to the drug LSD. Okay. So we should look for something that is a warning for people that relates to what might have happened to. Oh right, we actually didn't. We didn't even read something actually. This could be an important thing to read before we even look at that. He's got his medical records here, so we should probably read those. So this is the marks and wounds. So he had. There's a 4, 7, 5, 3, 2. What? Okay. Well, there's on number 6. There's some like dots. So maybe he got poked with something a few times. Number 2 is just circled for some reason. I don't know why they circled his thumb. Oh, because he's missing his thumb? It said he lost his thumb at some point. Oh, there's a toxicology report at the back of this too. Is this patches? It's his patches, yeah. Oh, this is patches. This is patches' medical records. I don't really know what this is here to show. It says marks and wounds. Blood samples tested negative for ethanol. Okay, that's not. Oh, subsequent tests for less common intoxicants revealed the presence of ketamine and a high level of nicotine inconsistent with regular tobacco or nicotine replacement. So it's possible that definitely he was actually poisoned with ketamine and the nicotine. So he dude got 2 sticks poked up his face. That's not great. That's not very nice. Maybe on his arm it's drug track ones. I mean, I guess it has to be because he was injected with something. He did have himself some ketamine and some nicotine, which was stolen before the rodeo happened. Body cavities. The body was opened using the standard Y incision. Oh, they cut him open. The abdominal wall's subcutaneous fat layer. The body cavities are free of any significant adhesions. All organs minus the appendix are present and located in their typical anatomical position, so he doesn't have a pancreas. Severe lacerations and bruising covered nearly the entire torso. That makes sense. He was brutally beaten to shit by a bull. After initial incision, the scalp, this is for his head. The cerebral cavity was punctured and swollen with blood. Fractures can be seen along the right temporal, right orbital plate. Depressed, because he just got beat to shit. His neck was pulverized. This poor fucking dude, man. 2 undigested pills were recovered and identified as a synthetic opioid brand, but could not have taken effect prior to injury, so they did not actually get through his system. Small and large bowels were punctured and torn. The appendix is absent due to an appendectomy, yeah. Okay, so the pills didn't kill him. The pills didn't affect him. The ketamine and the nicotine did. Gibson's capsules show mild buildup of collagen from alcohol abuse. His gallbladder contains some green bile. Oh, here we go. Marks and wounds. So it actually tells me what the marks and wounds mean. This is just a picture of them. So 1 is the head. Fractures from the guy. Number 2, which is his femur. Fractured femur consistent with being beat to shit. Number 3, which is his bruising and lacerations. I think it's just a big circle. Yeah. He got beat to shit from the animal attack. Number 4, he's missing his thumb on his right hand. That's just because he's like that. He's built different around here. Number 5 is 3 punctures in left antebrachium. They don't specify what that's about. Number 6 is his back, large depressed fracture on the back of his head. And 7, posterior side of the body is covered with lacerations and bruises. So he got beat to shit by a bull. That just makes sense. Toxicology found that the decedent would have been negatively affected by the dangerous and toxic combination of nicotine and ketamine found in the bloodstream of the skin. Fucking focus! I'm trying to read. The mix of ketamine and nicotine takes effect approximately 15-20 minutes after it enters the bloodstream via skin. Okay, so it all would have had to happen within that 15-20 minute period, which does make sense. And then all the other shit. He died at 5:51, but he was dead well before that, let's be real. Yeah, he was dead. He's long dead. So, again, so from 4:30 to 5 was around the window where he would have had to have been poisoned. Fully developed, well-nourishing male. He died from cerebral hemorrhaging. He had severe blunt force trauma, possible homicide or misadventure. Misadventure? That's a funny way to put murder. They might have been murdered, or he went on an adventure, and it didn't end very well. Can you be murdered by a bull? Like, can we try the bull in trial? I have no idea. Okay, so the only other thing I haven't really read yet, which is also probably very important, is his notebook. Probably wanted to read that before, but I did notice that this comes out when I was just looking at everything, so if I just pop this out, and if I see like a note on the back or something, I'm gonna feel really smart. Oh! My missing digit, my lucky number, my last day as a competitor. Okay, so it's a clue. I actually used to try pigs in 1800. Oh, there we go. See, we're just gonna travel back in time, and then we're good. Then we can try this bull and get the justice he deserves. And he's a man who just wanted to love people, love me. He wanted to love me. See the ring he gave me? There's still no reason why this ring exists yet. It's just a ring in the box, so I assume it's for me. So his missing digit is his thumb, which I don't know if that's the first or the fifth finger. I'm gonna go with 1. So let's start it off with a 1. Okay. Actually, which? Oh, it's okay. It's that side. Okay, so I want to put the 1 over there, not in the middle. There we go. Does it open? No. I don't have it figured out yet. Ain't so sure I should have divorced her. Least I can do is leave her some money when I go to that big rodeo in the sky. So maybe he stole the money. Because again, there's $100,000 missing as well. That's just a B plot to the movie. When this eventually becomes a movie, there's a B plot, and B plots there was money missing. I'm pretty sure someone at this rodeo is. What the hell does that mean? Someone at the rodeo clown is swinging? What is... I'm pretty sure... What? I'm pretty sure someone at this rodeo is diseased or something? What the hell does that mean? The bulls in Bronx seem a bit too excitable in the stables in corral. Need to get more proof before I start accusing folks. Don't want to kick up dirt if I ain't got facts to back it up. Someone lacing drugs on people, I guess, is what that's supposed to mean. Oh, this dude, look at this. This man can draw a horse. Met up with Queenie. Don't know why I'm so hot for her. She's a beauty for sure, but she sure loves stirring up drama. And that would probably be Sally. Finding evidence of brrr ain't that easy. Wonder why that's the cause of Doc. Wonder why that's the cause of Doc acting shifty lately. We'll do some more poking around. The police showed up at the rodeo to look into Ching. No real suspects mentioned yet. Lee is all out of sorts about what happened as expected, so I think he might have actually robbed them. She's been acting more antsy lately. She thinks her man knows what we're getting up to, but I doubt it. That fella is an enchilada short of a Tex-Mex combo dinner plate. Sick. No patches! I threw them on the ground. Patches, I'm so sorry. Found out a humdinger of a secret about Clay. Still pondering what to do about it. But I don't think he spelled. Oh, he did spell it right. It's just weird handwriting. Guess that explains why he reminds me so much of myself. So, okay, so he's found out that he's his son. He doesn't date his notebook, which is it's a little messed up. I know he's just doodling animals in the middle of all these like different investigations and like really serious things going on in his life. He's like, oh man, I have a son. I'm cheating on. I'm having an affair with someone's wife, and I'm a clown. But that cow's really speaking to me right now. Close is so stupid. I can never guess what will happen at the rodeo. I never flirt with Lady Luck just because I have a lucky number. Doesn't mean I like to test it out. Okay, so this is his first mention of his lucky number that I do need, so I really hope he gives it to me soon. She's been feeling mighty low since she spilled that nasty liquid nicotine on her skin while she was making her own strawberry milk flavored smoking juice. It caused a nasty rash and now she thinks she's ugly, as if she could ever be anything but a knockout. I wonder what sweet present they gave him. That's probably something cool. Found a piece of paper in between couch cushions in the shared canteen trailer. It looks like somebody lost some big bucks. No doubt this has to do with couture. And I bet I know who's in trouble. Right, I forgot. There was a note. I just kind of read it while I was looking at the evidence. You ain't seen nothing, you don't know nothing. Act like you do, and I'll make you blurry. You won't be able to see what's going on in your life ever again. You're gonna get glaucoma. I'm gonna give you glaucoma if you talk. I'll make you nothing. I know who did the. Told them if they put it back, then I won't rat them out to the sheriff. I assume that means he knows that somebody robbed the place. I'm assuming the money symbol means the robbery of money. I know what it's like to make a stupid mistake, so I'll at least give them a second chance. They have until the last day of the rodeo to make things right. Okay, so someone. Oh, okay, so maybe somebody found out that they stole the money, and now Patches was murdered because they stole the money. So, I don't know. Someone pushed a crazy note to back off under my trailer door. Oh, so that's what this one was. Okay, so that's not the paper that he found. This is a completely separate piece of paper. Not sure who wrote it, but I feel like I've seen this handwriting somewhere else. Is this about the... Wonder if they know I told Lee about my suspicions. Okay, so this handwriting might exist. Oh, wait a minute. There's only 2 pieces of paper that have handwriting on it, and that's this and the note from before. But I don't think the handwriting matches at all. So maybe my lead is off. Those don't look the same in the slightest. I don't have my headphones in, so tell me when the music just suddenly and spontaneously changes. Because then I'll have to replay it. After breakfast, ran into the person who did the brrr. He told me he'll do the right thing. Believe to hear it. That solves one problem at the rodeo, at least. Okay, so he knows who did the robbery. He's not saying who, but at least we know. One more event left for today, bull riding duties. I need to touch up my makeup before I get back out there. Wish they'd make something that'd stay on all day and save you the pain of having to reapply before every event. But complaining is about as productive as sitting in a rocking chair. A lot of movement to go nowhere. Oh, wait, hold on. Because this said the mix of ketamine and nicotine takes effect approximately 15 to 20 minutes after it enters the bloodstream via skin. Maybe they mixed it into his face paint? Maybe that's why. Because that would explain why he was fine until he got into the clown setup mobile, but then was feeling woozy by the time he left. I think that has to make sense. Okay, so someone laced his fucking his clown palette Okay, that's what. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. And that was it. That's all he wrote. That's all he wrote, folks. How do I? How do I fucking decipher this? What does that mean? If I go back to the program, in 20 years since he's been in action, this was in what year was this? I have no idea. I don't think it ever said what year he was murdered. What year is this? It says the last day. I don't know his last day. It was 20 years. Was it exactly 20 years? Because then it would be the 30th, so that's probably not right either. July 30th was that. July 4th was when he fell off Beelzebub and it ripped off his thumb. Okay, so the 4th. So the 4th is the last digit, because that's his last day as a competitor. So it's 1 something and then 4. And I could just really easily brute force this. But I want to find his lucky numbers. I'm going to just... I feel like that just seems more satisfying to do. It said in there he had a lucky number. But he wasn't going to kill himself like an idiot. To talk about his face anywhere on his report. Because it said in the notebook that they got a rash from the liquid nicotine being on their skin. So if he had a rash on his face, then maybe that would mean something about that. Noticeably discolored and irritated skin, likely a form of contact dermatitis from the paint. But it could also be discolored because of the bruising and the rashes from the nicotine. So that I do think that is what happened. I think it went into his face paint. How do where is his lucky number? So stupid. I can never guess what will happen at the rodeo. I never flirt with Lady Luck. Just because I have a lucky number doesn't mean I'd like to test it out. So maybe that's like second chances. Maybe 2 is his lucky number because he has second chances. It would be a pretty killer combination. No one would see that one coming. I'm trying to hold it down so I don't accidentally open it with the other numbers. It's not 2. Okay. At least I'm like 80% sure I'm using this correctly. It's not 2. It's not 2 and it's not 8. What the hell is his lucky number? Like, we'll work clues together for now. Is there any like handwritten notes anywhere? Because maybe we can link the thingy here with a handwritten note. Who was sick beforehand? Well, I mean, Bob, I don't think he would really give a shit. Cause the doctor's name was hold on. Doc Gareth. Bob is just a judge at the thing, and apparently the husband of Sally over here.
More than a life policy.
Those are probably his boots, because he said he had somewhere in something. It said he had like boots that were engraved or something. Oh yeah, in the report. Said he had brown leather cowboy boots with embroidered design elements. I'm assuming that's what that 8 is. But maybe I'm wrong. He doesn't actually say what the embroidered design is anywhere on the thing. The music. Oh, is it over? Did it stop? What is it now? What's wrong with the music? It just sounds very... Received guide from the universe. 1111 hertz connect with the universe. Alright, here we go. We're going back. We're going back in time. There we go. There's a typer. Oh, that's awesome. That's not even close to his handwriting. Yeah, those ends and his ends don't match up in the slightest. He also only writes in capital letters. This is not all capital letters either. So yeah, that's not his. It's not the doctor's. Short liquid equipoise steroids. 5. Seems to be some missing items. Contact supplier to double check. So someone also stole steroids. When that was on the 24th. Where was I going? Steroids, which were... Doesn't even say that the steroids are here. It didn't mention steroids in the slide. I thought it would at least give me an idea. We've guessed like 4 different numbers. Okay. I don't want to just brute force it, but I'm starting to feel like, any good investigator would just brute force it. But all the little witness statements do have signatures, so maybe one of them links up to this. Maybe someone doesn't know cursive. It's not 144. 134. Wait, hold on. I have something wrong here. None of these are working. I messed something up along the way. He's missing digit. He's missing a finger. Yes, that 171819. How do you count fingers? On his right, 1, 2. Oh, maybe that's 6 because you count 6. Or is it 5? Because it's the fifth. Is it the first or the fifth finger? And if you're counting with both your hands, is it a 6? Oh, it actually tells me right there. It's the 6th, which was my next guess. So hey, you know what? I'll accept. So it was 6 something. It said 4. So 6. Let's find 6. Is it 694? What number did we think it was in the very beginning? Like 2? I think we thought it was 2. I'm going with 2. Is it 624? It's not 624. Is it 634? It's not 634. It's okay. There's no way I have this wrong. So now it's just a matter of where is my damn opening combination. Give it to. It was 684. Why is 8 his lucky number? Where does that come into play here? But we got it. And also, it was already on 8, so it was kind of giving it away. Had I just gotten it right, I would have accidentally opened it to begin with. Why is 8 his lucky number? I'm trying to think of why. But who cares? We got it open. This clouding necessities box. I don't think there's going to be makeup in here. I've got to be honest. I don't think it's going to be makeup. See what's inside. It's a picture. It's a picture. It's a picture and a written thingy. Whoop. 2 written thingies. And that's it. Tin empty. Tin empty. Let's see what this picture is, I guess. We can start with the picture. Oh. And there's a note on the back of it, but some people are drinking. Pretty cool. You know, make a nice real big. A pair of long legs lends me into the middle of a mixed up mess. And then there's a bunch of words. What the fuck does this mean? Huh? Okay, well, there's some other papers as well. This is money? Is it a statement? Money statement? Statement with money on it? Clown pounding interest. See here, because look at this. Look at that. You see? No, you don't. You don't see shit. Look at that I. The capital I is what I'm basing it off of, with the interest on the top of the focus. Do you see it? No, not yet. Come on. I have a mystery to solve. Oh, I did. Okay, there's the I. And now, look at the I on there. Fuck. No, focus on both. They look pretty similar. I do, and like the E, like that one lowercase e in interest, looks about the same as those. I see it. I think it is the same. They look pretty similar. I think W. Oh, the W. It's gotta be, right? Those W's. Like, see, look at the W on no. Assuming it's kind of focused enough. And then look at the W over there. They're like both really low brow, like swoopy W's. Like at the very bottom of the thing. I do think it is the same. So whoever's in charge of their money, oh, that's whoever wrote this, which I assume is Lee, because he's the manager or whatever. And then this is kind of odd, because it's a clown pounding interest. So apparently this guy just owes a bunch of money. He took out a lot of loans, equaling to about a little under $100,000. Then he made a payment, and then he owed no money, and then he just had $2,000 left. So he had clown pounding. But he went from negative $97,353.87 to having a net gain cash of $2,646.13. Add that up. I'm not gonna add it up, but I'm assuming if I add it up, it equals up to $100,000. So I'm assuming that a clown stole this money, $100,000, and is now to pay off his debts. So that means that possibly the other clown did it, right? Because in theory, I don't know who this is for, but I'm assuming he didn't do it because he said he found someone who did the robbery. The clown pounding interest. So a clown was making bets, and that gives you interest for being a clown? I don't know what that is for. But every couple of weeks you get clown pounding interest, which is like $1,000. Clown I'm gonna say clown pound a lot more, so you better keep finding it funny. I'm assuming this is like a code of some sort. But what the fuck does that even mean? I have no idea. At least with this one, maybe the letters are mixed up. Maybe, but I don't know how they want me to uncode them. But like, no doubt this has to do with, and then it like links up this one and that one. At least according to that angle. And then there's just a bunch of fucking scribbles on it. Code breaking. As you sort through the evidence, you will find several documents that contain encoded messages. When approaching the codes in this box, try to see if you can crack the code on your own. You may be able to work out the method from some puzzles at a glance. Check other documents in the box to see if you can find any clues as to how to solve the puzzle. Some codes may require 2 or more parts to solve. If you're stuck on a puzzle, try coming back to it later. Follows, fails, puzzle hints are available. Okay, so this is a code. It's not going to tell me what the code is, but I have a code. Symbol, right? Put the page close again. Which one? This one? The person who did the... but then it says the symbol of the loan company. It's just a symbol of the loan company, right? Because that's literally the exact same symbol. So that's not even like a tell, unless this is a tell. Is there anything else on here? What's contact? Oh, no items in inbox. What does this mean? New message. Oh, okay. So this is where I would put in my answer. Okay, well I don't have an answer. Go away. Clowns were available because again, my main suspicion right now is on the clown Chuckwagon or whatever the hell his name is, because he's probably was betting on shit, and then he clearly robbed the place of all that money, if that's true, if it was for him, because then he went from having all this debt to then just having $100,000 out of nowhere in cash. So he probably stole it to pay off his debts, and then other clown found out, so then he had to get rid of him. But when did he get the ketamine? When did he have an opportunity to get the ketamine? I have no idea. The animals have been suspected of being dosed with everything from ketamine, which makes them more docile, to anabolic steroids. That tells me the ketamine would have made him just get tame. Mysterious theft of $100,000 in rodeo prize money. Lee Goggins wanted to know more. Well, the money was stolen on the 1st. Money was stolen July 1st, which is when the payment was made too. So he wouldn't have gotten the money stolen and then been paid $100,000 by somebody and then just wiped it clean. So this isn't Lee's handwriting. This is whoever the hell is in charge of the gambling. That's whose money it is. Or maybe this is like his own statements. Saying this is the clown's statements. I don't know. I don't bet things, so I don't know who this is. We know, like, it had to have been in the makeup. He put the makeup on, it made him all woozy and oozy, and then he got hit with a bull, and then he died. So that someone did that. The only one who really could have had access to getting into that shed was either the clown, probably the manager, or just anybody really. I don't know. Did his daily inventory when he noticed something was missing. So it went missing on the same day. And it was somewhere between 1 and then. I don't think it would be. I don't think they broke it off actually, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, apparently they had a freaking divorce party. So and again, they did stay friends. They did say in the beginning that they stayed friends. They were better as friends. So that makes sense. Where was that picture? It's upside down. Yeah, so I mean, they clearly seemed pretty chill. I'm just trying to understand if that's the only reason that's there. right? Or if there's a face I'm supposed to note, or a drink I'm supposed to note, or a ring I'm supposed to note. I can't note anything. Yeah, I feel like it's down to just a couple people, but again, it could be serious red herrings. It really could be. Because the robbery story could have nothing to do with this. Because there's a robbery and there's an affair going on. So either of those could have been the reason behind murdering him. So there's a whole bunch of shit that could be the cause here. I just don't know how to decipher these freaking code thing. I have absolutely no idea. Isper. Lelage. He's clearly leaning over to either... He wouldn't just plant it there for no fucking reason. He clearly just found someone was stealing shit. Now he's at 3:30. And that would have been likely the ketamine in a syringe. So he found the ketamine in the thing. With the steroids going missing is also just, I don't know if it's just a thing to throw me off or what, because there's no real thing that seems to be gained from the steroids going missing. With Bob, where are the messages again? With Charlie. He lost a bunch. Oh, lost a bunch gambling, maybe, right? Lost a bunch, like he lost a bunch of money. And the pain's only getting worse. And ain't gonna be taking that much. 550, keep doing it yourself in. Want to bet? I ain't a gambler, just a salesman. 550. Could that be a dose, or could that be like a bet? Could the doc be the guy with doing the betting? I need to figure out what the hell this is, because this has to mean something pretty important. I don't want to do hints, right? That seems like a cheap way out, but I also don't want to like just guess and then find out I'm wrong and be told why I'm wrong, you know? I think we want to go for notebook hit number 1. We're gonna look at this. We're gonna look. A cow branding code appears in Patch's notebook as well as another document written by another character. The cow branding code? The cow branding code? Another document written by another character. Well, I mean, I feel like that's probably this, right? But I don't know what this means. It's not... I mean, unless they're referring to the other thing being this, and that's another cow branding symbol, right? So like both of the clowns are on the symbol. Yeah, we can read this second. Still having trouble figuring out the code. Carefully read the surrounding context clues in order to figure out what some of the cow brand symbols mean. Okay, so they want me to figure out what the cow symbols mean. Well, I kind of understand what the symbols in the book mean. I feel like, because one of them is obviously, the rodeo is like, that symbol has to mean like they're drugging them or something. I think Lee was drugging the animals. I don't know why Lee was drugging the animals, but I think Lee was drugging the animals. I just don't know why. So I wish they make something stay on all day and save me the pain having to reapply before every event. Yeah, so that's also true. I feel like he would know that the other clown, fucking Chuck Berry or whatever the fuck his name is. I feel like he knew to put it in his makeup because he knows it doesn't stay on all day. Because he says, I wish they'd make something that'd stay on all day and save me the pain of having to reapply. So he knew the only person who would really know they have to reapply constantly is the one who also has to put makeup on, right? So he knew it would be a good opportunity for him to put it in the makeup because he was gonna have to use it that day. Like that makes sense. I do think it's the other clown, I really do. I also think that the weird lines and the symbols that point out. So like the weird, like all of them? Money symbol? Oh, hold on. A note stuck to my elbow. Fell off the table. Pointing to the up one and the other one. It's connecting the IZ Ipper and the Okay, well the bottom one is theft, right? Bottom one spells out theft. It's not zipper. That's not a word. I should be writing stuff down. I should have had a note. Oh, I had this thing. hold on. So thefted on the bottom. Okay, there's a lot. There's a lot of stuff. Okay, so now we have... I want to get that other one. So this has to relate to money somehow. So... P-E-R-I-Z? Rizp. Rizep. Zirp. Zirp. Izb. Irzb. I just don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean. Zep theft. It's a theft of some sort. Okay, let me read the other words. L-A-A-I-M-N. Mail-in. Mail-in? Mail-an. Na-mail. Namel. Manala. Manala. This could be fucking any words in the English language, assuming I'm spelling them. D-S-G-N-O-I. I feel like that one has to be kind of obvious. Well, actually, if we relate it to the ones that we have here, we can probably get it figured out. So it has to be facing this way. Finding evidence of blunt ain't that easy. Wonder why that's the cause of Doc acting shifty lately. So that's the drugging. Prize. Oh! Okay, so prize theft. Oh, you're so smart. God, you're genius. Okay, so this one has to deal with going this way. So D-S-G-N-O-I, and that's supposed to be drugging. Something about drugging. Noise. Nas. It's ing. Dosing. The other one there's dosing. So somebody is dosing. Animal dosing. That's what that is. Okay, there we go. So animal. So it has to do with animal dosing. L-L-A-L-I-G-E and L-G-A-I-G-B-N-M. If there's ever an I-N-G, it's definitely it's an ing. So the one on the top is ing. So that means we get rid of those letters. So it's just an L, a G, an I, a B, and an N. No, not an N. Another G. Bagling. Lagbing. Bagling. Yeah, oh no, there's not another G. I'm an idiot. Hold on. L, I, N, and G are gone. It's like G, B, and A, and L, and an M. It's an M. It's not another G. Gambling. It's gambling. Gambling. So let's see. So it's gambling, and then it's the other one. So now it's just the L-L-A-L-I-G-E. So no doubt this has to do with blah gambling, which is illegal. It spells illegal. There we go. Okay. Illegal. So someone's doing illegal gambling. The clown's doing illegal gambling. And then they had to steal the money because it's linked with that. He said illegal gambling. Because now we can actually kind of... I know who did the prize theft. Told him to put it back. I thought Doc was doing the dosing, but he wasn't. It has to be the clown. It has to be the clown. Motive, an opportunity, and the means. The opportunity is obvious because he's in the thing. He knows he's gonna have to put on more paint. Make message here. Message squad. It cannot be empty. What the fuck you want me to type? Forget it. There you go. How about that? Does that make you feel better? That doesn't help. We need to look closer to clues. What remains? Trash. Throw it in the trash. 0.5 for 50 pounds, maybe. So that still 5. Do I know how heavy this man is? Because if he's 250 pounds, then that would be 5 of these doses being gone. Because it's 0.5. Oh, per pound of body weight. Never mind. I don't know that. Never mind. That's dumb. I thought it was 0.5 per 50 pounds for some reason. Because 0.5. Oh no, right? Because instead of 0.5 per pound, right? He's thinking. Where is it? He's thinking He's thinking 5 for every 50 pounds. Maybe that's what that means. Like 0.5 of the dosage for every 50 pounds. So he would only be taking 5 if he's 250 pounds, and that's how many went missing. From here, from the steroids. So is it so he's stolen before? Well, he's gotten it before. Maybe? How fat is this man, huh? my thought process, right? Because 5 steroids went missing at some point. I don't know when. Well, I know when. July 24th. And how do I say this in a way that makes sense? He's missing 5 steroids there. And where it says here, you take 0.5 milligrams of this thing that's missing per pound of body weight for the horse. But it's too strong for the horse. It's too strong for people. So if, say, like, Charlie was asking the doctor for these steroids so his pain goes away, he might be saying, how about 5 for every 50 pounds instead of 5 for every pound? So he's like, give me 5, please, or something. It's just what I'm thinking. I don't know. I have no idea. You know what? No. No more. It is time. It is time to make my statement. I am confident. Murderer. Do I have to say his name, or do I have to give him his nickname? I feel like we've done enough thinking. A murder has to get solved in a day. I'm feeling confident about it. I am feeling confident about it, but I'm not confident I can prove it. But I'm feeling pretty confident about it. Bam. Murder. You're right, it has to be him. True. Was that it? Did I just... that was... Wait, did that... You're right, it has to... And it just says it. I thought it was gonna ask, like, why I thought that. I just gave him my blank statement, like, it was them. It's gotta be. And that was it? It was Chuck Wagon Charlie. I knew you'd come through. And I figured it out how you got there, too. Charlie was in big trouble thanks to some bad bets he made on the sly, and he owed a pile of money to his bookie. Desperate for some quick cash, Charlie stole the $100,000 from Lee's office before the rodeo began. Patches found out about the theft, and he gave Charlie until the end of the rodeo to put the money back, or else he'd report it to the authorities. But Patches didn't know Charlie already spent it all to pay off his gambling debts. So by giving Charlie a second chance, he signed his own death warrant. The day of the murder, Charlie used liquid nicotine he nicked from Sally's trailer and ketamine he stole from the doc's med supply to mix into Patches' makeup. Charlie swapped the regular makeup for his concoction right before Patches came into the clown trailer to touch up his clown makeup for the last event, bull riding. The poison took effect when Patches entered the rodeo arena. When Clay was bucked off the bull, Patches was so out of it he passed out right before the animal gored him to death. Ironically, Charlie jumped in the arena to pretend to be a hero to try to distract the raging bull. Clay rushed over to Patches to see if he was okay, which sadly he wasn't. Thanks to you, we also know that Lee was dosing the animals with steroids, so it was Lee doing that, and Doc was illegally selling animal-grade painkillers off the books to addicted cowboys. Also sensible. Both Lee and Doc will be facing criminal charges since the police were notified and the fellas were arrested. So I was I was putting pieces together, just pieces that didn't need to be pieced at all. Lee was dosing them, and Doc was giving those fucking steroids and shit, or these painkillers. Yeah, so Lee, yeah, okay. And that's how it all went down. Because of you, I finally know the truth. How can I ever thank you for bringing justice to my best friend and the rodeo? You're the real deal, detective, just like my wonderful, brave Patches. On a happy note, Clay confessed to me he was Patches' long-lost son, who resulted from a romantic dalliance decades ago. I'm happy Patches got to know Clay a little bit before he died. I'll be splitting Patches' life insurance money with Clay since he's kin. Patches would have wanted it that way. Now we all have closure on Patches' death. I like to think he's looking down from that great big rodeo arena in the sky smiling. Aww. It all worked out. He's dead, but we put him away. We locked him up and threw the key away. Okay, so I thought that Doc was giving the steroids as painkillers, which I guess is a stupid fucking thing to think, but you know. Ultimately, I think we did get there. We figured out the murder man. We knew Lee was doing some shit with the animals, and we knew Doc was giving things away. I don't know why I thought he was giving steroids away. So that was my only real fuck up. For Patches, exactly, for my sweet baby boy. For my sweet baby boy who gave me this ring. I don't think it was for Sarah or Geller or Schemer. What the hell was her name? Sam? It wasn't Sam.